Fred, let's take a look at some free agent safeties, the same listing that we had from ESPN.com ranking the top 50 available. Number 11 is a guy we've talked about quite a bit, Jessie Bates. The question will be, he played on the franchise tag. Can the Bengals afford to pay him? They have some free agents. They're going to have to pay Joe Burrow a whole lot coming up as well, so that'll be an interesting one. 14, another guy that is playing in the Super Bowl this year, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You see the age, very young. Urgent defender on tape, coverage traits, ball skills to fit in multiple defensive schemes. 23 is a guy on this list from the Bills that Browns fans will remember. Jordan Poyer was a special teams player for the Browns a few years back, getting up there in age at 32, but still a really good safety. 46, another one of the Bengals, more of a box type safety, Von Bell from Ohio State. As you look at safeties, can you see them going big over a free safety if they decide that it isn't John Johnson III? Or do you think they go with a lesser-known guy?
Yeah, it's, with the emphasis we do know with Schwartz on the defensive line, I would think you'd try to make your big splash on the defensive line, and I don't think you can make too many big splashes. I mean, if there was one, yeah, Jessie Bates stands out because I always like when the Browns sign a guy from a division rival. It hurts them and helps you. I don't know. The Bengals, did the franchise with him. You have to pay him a percentage even more if you do it again. It's hard for me to believe they would sign him to a big contract. So he could be a real possibility. The Gardner-Johnson, obviously, is young and good. When you're on the Eagles, they seem to find ways to keep guys, especially, if you win the Super Bowl or you think you can win the Super Bowl. Poyer, you still scratch your head how the Browns just cut him and let him go, and he became an all-pro safety with the Bills. Again, I look at Schwartz's connections. He was with the Titans. There's a couple guys to keep an eye on. Andrew Adams, he's 30. And then there's Joshua Kalu. He's 27. Those are both guys, safeties, becoming free agents with the Titans. And so Schwartz is familiar with them. If he likes them, he would have a connection. And there's one from the Eagles, Marcus Epps. If the Eagles think that Epps is ready to take over for Gardner-Johnson, they may keep Epps, but they might not be able to keep them both. So Marcus Epps is a guy to keep an eye on as well. Those might be a little more friendly. I think they will sign a safety, but I don't know if it'll be one of the top free agents. As we've said over the years, you always seem to pay higher to be aggressive to go get the top free agents because other teams do the same thing.
Yep, and I agree with you. There's going to be a couple of guys that Jim Schwartz is comfortable with, that knows what his system is all about, that he brings in to try to help smooth over the transition a little bit.